thunderstorm. What's about to happen here?
Stand by. 3, 2, action.
Let's talk about outside the round. So this is now, we've played the course. You know, I love the idea of like, keep it simple, make some minor adjustments, commit to your strategy, and then just live with it, right? We don't have as much time to just come to the range. I wish I did have more time, but I don't. But if I do come to the range, what's a strategy? And we talk about like things like, I hear always about the stat and analytics around, those who can, gain strokes gained within 100 yards of the pin is a really big, important differentiator. Any thoughts on that?
So for me, to be better than the next guy, I've got to do it a little different.
Okay.
You know, I need an edge. So I do my own stats. So I have a little things. I want to know how many times my first putt is inside 8 feet.
Oh, okay. This is very interesting.
So I'm not interested in hitting greens.
Yep.
I either want an 8-foot birdie putt or an 8-foot par putt.
Yeah.
Because the odds of holding inside that is so high that if I hit one green to 8 feet and I miss the next green and chip, say, into 4 feet, pretty likely going to play that hole in 1 under. Those 2 holes in 1 under. Whereas if I hit both shots to 20 feet, I'm pretty likely going to play that hole in level par.
Can I just jump in on this? This is fascinating because what you're describing here for us, actually as an AI company, is we're looking for those predictive indicators for a unique business. And so what you're saying is your business is you.
Yeah.
And you're finding those leading indicators of performance for your game. And it's not just the known stats that are out there. And that's really fascinating to me.
I need to have an edge.
Everyone's competing on the known stats.
Yeah, and like if you turn around and start telling me what greens and regulations you hit and what fairways you hit, I'm like, nah, not interested. There's not enough in that for me. There's not enough detail. I need to know how many times I get up and down with my wedges. I can see if I win, I'm getting up and down from 100 yards more often when I win those weeks. I don't really care about hitting fairways. I don't want to hit it in trouble though.
Yes.
So I avoid the big trouble, that's for sure. Get as many birdie chances you can with those short putts. If you miss a few greens, be good enough to get up and down. That's what I have found is unique to me winning.
That's really
fairways and greens. For you guys, the biggest gains are going to be concentrating from 100 yards in. You know, as long as you can keep your tee ball in play.
That's
a big.
no
That is very important for amateurs. You're not trying to now. This might be a big. You're not trying to hit that fairway. Remember that. That is not the goal.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Pause for a second. That I've never heard anyone say that to me. Say that again.
That is the silliest thing to try and hit the fairway. You're trying to avoid the big trouble.
Okay.
So if there's a bunker on the fairway that you can't get to the green from, that's to be avoided. So you're better off
hit an iron, go shorter, right?
Or you might be better off going over.
Okay.
So it mightn't be an iron, it might be I've got to go over this, but that's to be avoided. The lakes to be avoided, the out of bounds to be avoided. After that, you're going to get your best value with the short areas because you'll pick up shots. Not 3-putting, doing pace putting drills is very, very important.
Yeah, we won't talk about putting, that's a problem for me.
Here's
I need like priests and garlic and a seance for that to kind of get those demons out.
We know you're getting through.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. But here's a tip for you, right?
Yeah.
Here's a little one that people, now that we're giving out the pearls of wisdom. The worst piece of advice in the game of golf on putting, be up.
Be up.
Be up with your putts.
Oh, they're just saying, if they don't go long enough, they never go in. Is that what you're saying?
I'd love to play a playoff against the guy who's trying to be up.
Okay.
I don't want to play the guy who's trying to hole it.
Yeah, I see.
So the guy being up is a different goal.
Okay.
And he's likely going to hit it too hard on the line that he's picked and miss on the high side.
Yeah.
And it's going to just miss on the high side.
And
everybody's going to go, no, they're going to go, what a great effort.
Oh, I see.
Look how close it went. He got it by the hole. I don't want to be playing the guy who's trying to hole it and is prepared to hit a good putt.
Yeah.
And he's prepared to accept that, 1 out of every 10 good putts might come up short.
Wow.
It just might. Who knows? But if your goal is to be up, it's easy to miss the putt and succeed at your goal. Whereas my goal
is to put it in.
Hold the putt. And I'm trying not to worry about being short, and I'm trying not to worry about being long.
Oh, I mean, most people who are amateur golfers are always thinking about, I don't want a 3-putt. And so you're sitting there saying, you got a 2-putt, you got a 25-footer, and you're like, I don't want to be 4 feet away. I want to lag that putt to like 1.5 feet so I can just knee knock that thing in, right?
Of course we want to.
But I'm working on how to get through that.
But the best way of trying to get the ball close is try and hit a good putt. Try and hold it. It is not be up and it's not lag it. Now here's a huge one for people when we probably didn't mention earlier. Do you ever practice your putting from off the green?
No.
How many times do you do that in a round?
Yes.
Everybody would put 3-4 putts nearly from
Plus
off
a
the
track
green.
putts, and that's a stat. That doesn't even go in the putting stat.
Yeah,
So it's,
but you need to, every time you go to a new golf course. This is the things when I go to a new golf course. You know, I practice putting from off the green, and I'll go up to 10 yards off the green if I can, and see the different pace of the fringe. Because that changes. I'll practice hitting a few shots out of the sand because that changes, and I'll also practice chipping from the rough.
okay.
But as regards your general practice, you're dead right. If you can go, if you're lucky enough to have a chipping green, go to where there's a bunker so that you're chipping over the bunker.
Yeah,
Because that's
get the mental.
That's the mental.
Yes.
And say go back 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards. This is what carries that distance.
Okay.
Now, once you've got a good feel for what carries 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 yards, 100 yards, say, then go, okay, I'm going to hit 5 balls from each, say, 4 of those yards. And you go up and you look at the green and you go, right, I've hit 5 balls, that's 20. And say for me, I might go, how many are inside 12 feet?
Yeah.
Okay? And say I get 12 inside 12 feet. Then I go and get a random number generator and hit 20 balls between 60 and 90 yards.
Okay.
At different random numbers.
Oh, okay. So you
different
just- yeah,
times.
it
So
just
it might
chooses-
be 88, 63, 65. And I have to react to it. And I try and beat my stock ones.
I see.
Random versus
Yeah.
stock
Yeah.
is brilliant for you'll be a great wedge player if you can do that.
Yeah.
So-
That's a lot of what our software tries to do,
Yeah.
is to identify, get lift out of a model over against a baseline, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But you need the baseline.
Yeah.
And we're all okay in a baseline.
Yeah.
It's when that chaos hits the system
Yes.
that we need to know.
Got it.
Okay, can I do 68 yards? I know how to do 70.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. A lot of those are in between clubs.
Do I
Yeah.
just hit a 70-yard shot and take the extra, or do
Right.
I? So that's a great way of doing it. Random versus stock. And remember, I say this to younger players particularly. Drive it and give it a hit, right?
Yeah.
Don't necessarily worry about where you hit it. Worry about being able to play from those positions. So if you can hit it in the right-hand rough or trees or whatever, and you're able to hit that 40-yard shot over the bunker,
Yeah.
you're actually going to end up driving it straighter because you're not worried about being in
That's
trouble.
right.
As you just said in your business, you know, it's the same in life. You know,
Yeah.
if everything was ordered and went to plan,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it'd be simple.
That's right.
But it's when there's a little bit of chaos, when it gets thrown out, think, how do we get back in? And for us, to be honest, that's actually where we win.
Yeah.
I win my tournaments by being just that little bit better than the next guy when we're out of position, when there's a bit of drama, when the pressure comes on. And it's not the pressure coming on with a 9-iron from 155 yards. So we all know what we're doing there. It's the pressure comes on when, you know, I'm on that slight upslope and the wind is off this and there's something throwing me out.
So look, I think what you just said there around just dealing with the conditions and the variability in the course, and I know this is sound ridiculous because golf is not life, but there is an element of life. And what we love about the game is challenging ourselves through difficult times. And these are controlled experiments of dealing with difficulty, right?
Yeah.
And I think these are ways for us to test ourselves when we've got a difficult shot, when something matters, something's on the line. And you kind of measure yourself. And part of golf is, how can I deal with difficulty? And when you do overcome that, that's the reward, right? And when you beat 156 players, or whatever the numbers are, right, in a round, I mean, you're kind of incredibly proud of dealing with all of the complication and the variability and become on top.
You never win a tournament. You really don't, without getting a few good breaks.
Yeah.
But handling some bad breaks in there.
Well, this has been an incredible conversation. I mean, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. I know, you're getting ready for this whole tournament, and I just got a couple days of pro-am, so thank you for your time on that.
No problem.
We believe the SAS Championship is one of the most special events we put on at SAS and for the tour.
It really is.
Yeah.
Right at the top of our events. It's better than many a regular event, and it's right at the top of the Champions Tour.
Well, I want to thank you again for your time, and really, really appreciate the incredible pearls of wisdom, as you said earlier.
The ones you don't forget.
Yeah.
Practice your putting from off the green.
Yeah.
You just don't see people do that, and yet we use it a lot.
I'm going to be applying a lot of that this week, so thank you. All right, thank you very much. Sorry, we're going to fix that.
No, I just
Sorry, here you go.
No discipline. He's not going to sting you.
I'm about to take this club to it.
Don't panic him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start kicking trash cans. I mean, it's going to be ugly here in a second.